Okay, I'm going to show just where I drilled this hole in this thing here. See this here? So this is the piece that fits in here. It fits in the sleeve here. And that's what the horn goes on. And again, I drilled this out. So, as you see here. So that you have to move it around. See, this was the original rectangle here. And I drilled this piece out so that it can tip more. And then the screw is going to go in here. And that allows it to angle more in a more natural position. I will say that the stand is not perfect. It is not. It's a difficult thing to balance a bari sax and to have it into position where it's playable. This mechanism here too, this thing controls the tip. And if the horn is just resting completely, you might have a hard time with this thing here because it just doesn't grip that well. But the way I did it, it kind of worked. One other thing I modified here, I just have to show this, is this is the sleeve that fits, this is the little coupling that slides into the thing on the bell. And I pried this out a little bit with a big screwdriver. And I filed, you can see the marks there, I filed the edges down a little to try to make it go in better. But it's not an easy thing. It's very difficult. It's not like you're going to lift this up and pop this off the horn. I haven't figured that out yet. And part of the problem, I think, is that when you put this on the bell, it's not totally flat. The bell is curved, so this is pinching down here. So in other words, when the lip goes in here, it's under pressure. It's just maybe by bending this out, maybe that was not good. Maybe I'll hammer it back and see if it goes in. But you know, this thing here to fit in like that is a difficult fit, and you're never going to pull this off. Not right now, the way I have it. You're never going to pull this sax off the stand easily right now. But anyway, I don't know what to say. I think I looked far and wide for a playable stand, and I really didn't find any. And this, I know that these, maybe they were made better before. You definitely have to modify it. But again, with just this little extra hole that I drilled there to accommodate, to make this thing be able to tip more, that helped. And the revelation, this took me a long time to figure out that this actually will fit, but that's where the bolt has to be, right between those two, because this is too wide. This is 1 inch, and you do not have 1 inch between these, so the bar cannot go in here. The bolt has to go in there, just like that. And then it can sit in the stand, you know. And again, you can just bend these rods back like that with your finger in order to put this lip, squeeze it in. And again, it's not perfect. Another thing is, by the way, another modification is, if you're tall like a normal person, not like me, this thing is never going to hold this up. Never in a million years is that going to hold the sax up. So what I originally did was you put some electrical tape here, around here, and then you put a hose clamp, and don't even bother with that hand turning thing. Just set your height and a little electrical tape to give it grip. Put a hose clamp on, and that will hold up the weight of the sax. This is really useless. It's useless. It will never. I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, you could rough this up, grind it down, maybe cut some grooves with a hacksaw, and then this might work. I didn't try that yet. But as I say, because I'm short, that's going as far down as as low down as possible for me to use it. By the way, I bought this, and this was already kind of cockeyed when I got it. It's slightly at an angle. It's not straight up and down. I don't know, maybe that's a defect. But as I said, I got it on eBay for 35 bucks.